A pattern seems to be emerging. Activists, some of them very young, arrested for the farmers' protest, booked under serious charges, sedition, attempt to murder, but then granted bail. In some cases, the bail orders dismantling the police case. Today, it was the turn of Nodeep Kaur, a 23-year-old Dalit labour rights activist from Punjab. She was arrested over 45 days ago by Haryana police, now out on bail. Her arrest received less attention than those of the activists arrested under the so-called Toolkit case of Delhi police like Disha Ravi. But Nodeep's case also contains many of the similar ingredients that we are seeing again and again. So here's the news as of now, 45 days later, as we said, she's been released from bail. She was arrested on serious charges, extortion, attempt to murder. She was arrested while protesting for workers' rights outside a factory. But she's always maintained that she was falsely implicated by the police. The court today said that the attempt to murder charges are, in quotes, debatable and to be considered at the trial stage. The court said that there is a right to peaceful protest, but it's been circumscribed by a thin line. The court also went on to say that the matter is under investigation, but that's not sufficient ground to deny personal liberty. Now, right from the time of her arrest, there have been questions over the charges. News Laundry did an analysis of the FIRs against her. Curiously, the police have lodged 2 FIRs for the same case, and there are multiple discrepancies in them. For example, one FIR says that she escaped from the police, while the other one says she was arrested by the police. Also, the factory outside which she was protesting, the owner contradicted the police version. The FIR claimed that Nodeep and others had entered the territory of the factory, but the factory owner said the protesters in fact didn't enter his gate, raising questions as to how she could have been extorting from him, because that's one of the charges against her of extortion. How would she be doing extortion if she was not inside the factory? Now, Nodeep has alleged that she was assaulted in custody, and there are some question marks over that. But there's much more stronger evidence of torture or custodial abuse in the case of another activist who's been arrested along with her, who's also part of the same labour group, and this is Shiv Kumar. Now, the medical report of this activist Shiv Kumar, which was conducted by the Government Medical College and Hospital in Chandigarh, has found that there were multiple injuries on him. All injuries were more than 2 weeks old, caused by a blunt object. Fractures were found on his fingers and on his foot. There were also possibly fractures on his right wrist, says the report. Post-traumatic disorder-like symptoms have been noted in his case. This was all on the basis of a medical examination on 20th February when he was still in police custody.